métier et j'estime que moi je suis vraiment là en train de découvrir et de faire la meilleure chose que j'ai jamais fait de ma vie en tant que travail.
And this whole idea of the festival, what a fantastic idea. It's so, if I didn't love France already and French people already, to have a festival that's devoted to your appreciation of American movies, what a gracious and spectacularly generous thing that is to do. It's so sweet, especially coming from you who have invented cinema, the Lumiere brothers, and you've been over these many decades the leaders in the cinema arts. So having a festival where you say, gee, we like American movies, is so particularly appreciated and kind and sweet.
Ça me touche tellement que vous avez fait ce festival qui rend hommage au cinéma américain, surtout vous les Français qui avez inventé le cinéma avec les frères Lumière, qui ont fait des films sublimes depuis des décennies. Ça me touche encore plus, c'est un geste vraiment généreux et doux de votre part.
And from my very start, it's had a big, I know, well, truly coming from you, high praise indeed. And from the start, when I was obsessed with this idea of making my life in acting, I was taking classes. I was 15 years old in Pittsburgh, a steel workers town. I was going to school with steel workers kids, and I was in this acting school, and French mime was very popular. I saw Marcel Marceau, but they had us we had classes in mime. And I loved it, and they had us see Les Enfants du Paradis, with which I was enthralled, and I thought I was going to go to France and study with Decroux. I don't know if you know him, but he was this guy with whom you made a religion, you made mime a religion, etc., etc.
Voilà, donc en fait j'ai commencé à faire des cours de théâtre quand j'avais 15 ans dans ma ville de Pittsburgh, une ville industrielle, et je rêvais de venir en France pour étudier le mime. Et en fait mon rêve c'était de venir en France et étudier avec Decroux, qui était un des pionniers du mime, et de pouvoir faire ça. And you do mime,
yeah,
don't you?
Well, in fact, I went back to my classes in Pittsburgh and went around to the classrooms dressing myself up in whiteface and a striped shirt and black leotards and ballet slippers, and I did mime for the students. I did a little bit of this.
Voilà, il va nous montrer des mimes qu'il a pu apprendre.
I was walking against
voilà, marcher contre le vent.
I was, doing the rope like that.
Tirer la corde. Bravo.
Yeah, it's nothing. No, but I was doing that kind of thing. And believe it or not, they didn't beat me up.
Et c'est étonnant que personne m'a tabassé à l'école.
I think mainly because they were in shock, at the wondrousness of the French art, as I was. And of course, I was a kind of a formidable, virile guy already. Not really. And in fact, I didn't lose my virginity till I was 18. That's true.
Bon, ok. Donc il dit, et en fait, parce que quand j'étais là, tout le monde était choqué de me voir en fait en train de faire le mime à Pittsburgh, parce que j'étais bien sûr quelqu'un de très viril et très masculine, et là il dit, non, c'est pas vrai, en fait j'ai perdu ma virginité à l'âge de 18 ans.
But imagine how delighted I was when, and fast forward, of course, to working with Paul Schrader on Adam Resurrected, who said, you must see the most beautiful movie ever made, and the most important movie ever made, Rules of the Game, by Renoir, which I did and was enthralled with.
Voilà, et ensuite j'ai fait le film Adam Resurrected avec Paul Schrader. Il m'a dit, il faut voir le plus beau film de tout le temps de Jean Renoir. Ça s'appelle La règle du jeu.
And then imagine how delighted I was when, during these few decades, I got to work in France. I made 5 movies in France. I don't know if you're aware, with the great Robert Altman, Beyond Therapy. You saw a little bit of a clip there, and he loved France so much he lived here and worked here for many years, as you know. And then I worked with Fernando Trueba, the great Spanish director, my friend. We made Dream of the Mad Monkey, and I did Mr. Frost. We shot in Paris. I played the Devil and The Favor, the Watch, and the Very Big Fish. I played Jesus Christ. And then just a few years ago, I did Le Weekend, a movie that I liked very much.
Voilà, et donc quelle joie pour Jeff qu'il a pu venir travailler en France. Il a pu tourner 5 films à Paris, un film avec Robert Altman, Beyond Therapy, Le rêve du Saint-Cheveux, Saint-Sulpice, et il y a quelques années, un week-end à Paris.
And then, about a year and a half ago, we came with my wife, Emily, who is up there where I was sitting. There she is, my wife, Emily, who was in the Olympics. Yeah, Emily Goldblum.
Et Jeff nous dit, il y a quelques années, il a pu venir à Paris avec sa femme, Emily, en fait, qui est une ancienne championne de gymnastique rythmique, qui était au JO de Sydney.
She's a rhythmic gymnast, and she was the Pan American champion. But anyway, these days, now that she's studied Cirque du Soleil, even though she's had our two boys, Charlie Ocean, 2 years old, and our 4-month-old River Joe, she does aerial and contortion, and she doubled Emma Stone in that movie La La Land. She did the aerial dancing outside the planetarium.
Voilà. Et maintenant, elle est pas seulement la maman de leurs 2 petits-enfants, Charlie et River. Également, elle fait pas mal de doublures. D'ailleurs, c'est elle qui a fait la doublure pour Emma Stone dans La La Land dans les séquences aériennes. C'était elle.
And we came here a year and a half ago, like I was saying, to while she was working with Luc Besson in Valerian, she was the body of Rihanna, and she choreographed all those dances and then performed all those dances. So we stayed here for about a month.
Et donc s'ils étaient ici à Paris, c'est parce qu'Emily, justement, elle faisait la doublure pour Rihanna dans le film de Luc Besson, Valerian. Donc ils étaient à Paris pendant quelques mois.
So this is all by way of saying that finally I and we love you very, very much from the bottom of our hearts. And that's true.
Voilà, donc tout ça pour vous dire que moi et nous, on aime la France et les Français du fond du cœur, et ça c'est vrai.
C'est vrai, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, vraiment. And now, that's the French part. Back to American cinema that we all appreciate so much. And I know I'm not going to take too much of your time, but you want to play a game with me just to start just a short conversation about American cinema?
Il veut revenir au cinéma américain, il veut jouer un petit jeu avec vous, ça vous dit?
Oh, good. It's just a little game. It's a foolish little game. It's the movie game. Somebody yell out the name of an actor, an American actor perhaps, or the title of an American film, and I'll show you. It goes.
Quelqu'un crier le nom d'un acteur ou le nom d'un film américain? Donnez-nous, allez, Emmanuel.
Jane Fonda? Did you say Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda?
Jane Fonda. So now we have to name a movie that she's been in.
Donc il faut trouver un film maintenant dans lequel elle a joué.
Barbarella.
Oh, Barbarella. Oh, that's very interesting. So that takes us, because we can include directors, that takes us to Roger Vadim.
Voilà, donc on passe au réalisateur.
And Roger Vadim acted in a movie called Into the Night.
Voilà, donc Roger Vadim a joué dans un film qui s'appelle Into the Night.
Which takes us to Jeff Goldblum.
Ah, et voilà, Jeff Goldblum, c'est un petit jeu, vous voyez.
Let's end the game there. That's it. That's enough of that game. Well, there we go. Hey, at this point, may I add a note of the spirit that I think is, that I feel is the embodiment of this event and has something to do with my so-called work. It's a quote that I alerted them to before by George Bernard Shaw.
I don't know if
you don't have it. That's
quote?
okay. I have. That's why I brought my phone.
Okay. C'est une citation qui va nous lire en fait de George Bernard Shaw. On l'a peut-être en coulisses. Sinon, je sais que Jeff est là sur son téléphone. Merci Emmanuel. On va voir Emmanuel qui joue également la hôtesse, Emmanuel de Vos. On va voir si. I'm just checking. Do we have that George Bernard Shaw quote? It's okay. Did you find it?
It's okay. I didn't find it, but I'm going to remember what I know of it.
Okay.
It goes like this.
On a les surtitres en fait.
It goes something like this. I won't know it exactly. He said, this is the true joy in life. The being, makes me a little bit moved. The being used for a purpose, considered by yourself as a mighty one.
We've got it.
You've got it?
Yes.
It's okay. I'll do my memory of it. Okay. The being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances, complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy.
Mais bravo, you got it, that's it.
I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community, and while I live, it is my privilege to do for it whatever I can. For the more I work, the more I live. Life is no brief candle to me. It's a sort of splendid torch that I've got hold of for the moment. And I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. I love that quote. That's all of it. And so I love that very much.
George Bernard Shaw.
Thank you for letting me do that. I don't know if I said the whole thing correctly. And And now, not to bore you further, two little musical moments. I want to sing to you the only song I know in French. It's a little dirty, so stop me if it's too vulgar.
Alors, attends, maintenant, il veut deux petits moments musicaux, si vous voulez. Il va vous chanter une petite chanson en français. Il dit que c'est un peu grivoise.
I'll
Donc,
bet many of you
pardon
know it.
d'avance si ça vous heurte aux oreilles.
Yeah, I'll bet many of you know it. It goes, je pense à Fernande, je bonne, je pense à Félicie, je bonne aussi, je pense à Léonard, mon Dieu, je bonne encore, que je pense à Loulou, le je ne bonne plus, les bonnes ont papa ne se commande pas. That's the song, I like that song. Is that okay? Did I say it right? All right. Thank you. And one more thing. Thank you. And of course, it's very true. And one more thing, sing along with me. I'm going to teach you a snippet of a song that I think you know. It's from a movie that I've done that you're playing here, Jurassic Park. John Williams wrote the music.
Donc il va maintenant vous apprendre une petite chanson, donc une chanson qui vient de Jurassic Park, on diffuse ici à Deauville. La musique est écrite par John Williams.
Yeah, and so you have to learn the American version now. It goes like this, whether you speak English or not. It goes, yeah. In Jurassic Park, scary in the dark. I'm so scared that I'll be eaten. Okay, ready? In Jurassic Park, scary in the dark. I'm so scared that I'll be eaten. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you very much. That's it. And finally, Jeannie, I just want to end. I want to end with an utterance that is a line of a film that I very much love, Casablanca. I'm sure you know the movie. And one of my favorite scenes, of course, is where the French people in the cafe shout down in song the German soldiers when they sing "Nous avons de la patrie." I love that.
Donc il est en train de parler bien sûr de Casablanca. Il y a la scène où il y a tous les Français dans le bar qui chantent comme ça avec les Allemands. Vous avez entendu la Marseillaise.
I get chills and tears when that comes on. But the last line, this is the last word I'll say, is the last line in that movie, and it feels apt now. Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Vous avez compris. Je crois que ceci est le début d'une merveilleuse amitié. Jeff, thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you. Now, would you please get your award? Wait. Give me this. Stay here. You stay here. The great Jeff Goldblum, sur ses propres musiques, c'est ça qu'on entend. Bravo. Mesdames et messieurs, Jeff Goldblum. And wait.
No, that's it. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Oh, what the...
Didn't you want to go off singing, you said to me earlier?
Oh, well, we could sing. You must remember this. A kiss is a kiss.
Jeff Goldblum!
Thank you so much. I'll never forget this as long as I live. It's the best time I've ever had. Thank you so much.
Je ne vous oublierai jamais. C'était le meilleur moment de ma vie. Merci beaucoup. Jeff Goldblum, thank you! C'est top. Et un grand merci également à Emmanuel DeVos. Et maintenant, c'est le moment de découvrir le film de ce soir. Ça va changer de registre un petit peu. En fait, là, c'est le moment de découvrir Kidnap. Ça, c'est un film réalisé par l'Espagnol Louis Prieto. C'est à lui qu'on doit également Pusher, que vous avez peut-être vu. C'est la remake britannique du polar culte danois. Kidnap stars Halle Berry as a mother who is desperate to save her son in a race against time. On vous souhaite une très bonne projection.